Okay, so we are live today on our Facebook Navigate Home, and I'm very pleased to welcome Perla Phillips. She is with Resiliency in Motion. She's been in nutrition for over 25 years, and she's going to provide education today on cannabinoids. So Perla, thank you so much for joining us on Facebook Live on Navigate Home.
Valerie, thanks for having me. I'm very excited to share today about the benefits of cannabinoids for seniors. So I'm just gonna share my screen here. All right, and we'll get started. So first, just to tell you a little bit about myself, as Valerie said, I've been a nutritionist for over 25 years. I've been in the fitness realm for 15 of those 25 years, and I love to educate. And aging, healthy aging is so important. I turned 50 this year, and actually last year was December, and my body is going through changes. So it's really been a journey. Our clients that we work with are between 50 and 90. So I was really excited to be able to share this with you all. So let's get started. Let me move this out of here. Okay. So a major complaint that we find amongst seniors is the volume of daily medications that they take. And oftentimes one pill causes side effects that another pill is subscribed to fix. So because of the healing properties of cannabinoids, it could be addressing pain, inflamed joints, insomnia, anxiety, constipation, and other symptoms. Many of the elderly community have been able to reduce their prescription drug intake once they begin on a cannabinoid regimen. And we're going to talk about what that is. One study actually found that elderly patients living in an assisted living center cut back significantly on their pharmaceuticals while they were taking CBD and other cannabinoids. So that's what we're going to talk about. Today, we're going to discover a family of plants. We're going to talk about our endocannabinoid system and what is that, what you should look for if you should decide to take cannabinoids. And all of these are going to be science-based solutions. All of the information that I'm going to be sharing with you today, you can find on pubmed.gov. These are all studies that have been scientifically proven. So the first thing I like to share about is the difference between when people hear cannabis, right? They panic. Oh my gosh, it's all smoking marijuana, but it's not. Cannabis is a family of plants that actually include hemp, marijuana, and hops. So you're going to hear me referring to THC and CBD throughout the entire presentation. However, as science progresses, you're going to start to hear more about CBN, CBG, CBC, and some other cannabinoids. And as I said earlier, I'm only going to be sharing with you science-based tested results. So first, let's talk about our endocannabinoid system. The endogenous cannabinoid system is the largest self-regulatory system in our body. It's like the mother umbrella to all the other systems. I mean, we've all heard, we know we have a muscular system and a skeletal system, a nervous system, an endocrine system, all of those systems you see at the bottom of the slide, right? Well, the endogenous cannabinoid system has two sets of receptors. The CB1, which is located throughout the brain and the central nervous system, and CB2, which regulates and maintains the immune system throughout the body. Our goal is to give the body what it needs to hit homeostasis. And homeostasis is just balance in the body, and it allows the body to heal itself. So how do cannabinoids work? Cannabinoids are not medication. okay? Cannabinoids are food, which are essential nutrients that feed our endocannabinoid system. The endocannabinoid system, being the largest regulatory system in the body, when fed, nutritionally fueled properly, the body finds homeostasis. And like I said, homeostasis, a homeostatic body performs optimally and stops manifesting barriers to great health. So the miracle is not the actual oil, the miracle is your body. So what can cannabinoids do for me? So let's think about arthritis. While CBD has been widely used, it's believed that CBD could specifically support joint health. This is because CBD attaches itself to the CB2 receptors. This reduces inflammation and alleviates discomfort in almost any part of the body. The overall relaxation effects of CBD can also provide tremendous benefits to overall pain relief. So speaking of pain relief, amongst the most common reasons why elderly community uses cannabinoids are because of their potential effects and capabilities for alleviating pain and reducing inflammation. A vast number of studies show that 2 major cannabinoids, including CBD and THC, reduce pain related to the items that you see on the slide. Their anti-inflammatory effects have shown to help reduce the development of several conditions as well. So let's talk about brain health. Our risk for developing dementia increases with age, but cannabinoids may help prevent these disorders from developing further or limiting their progression. CBD has been found to have neuroprotectant properties, which means it reduces damage to the brain and the nervous system and encourages growth of new cells. So these properties may be beneficial for preventing or limiting the progressions of neurological disorders such as Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, and ALS. It does this by enhancing the birth of new brain cells and supporting the brain's repair process. Cannabinoids could help resist the development of various types of dementia. Now let's jump on to the heart and heart health. Oops, here we go. Studies show that CBD has tremendous benefits for our cardiovascular system. One, because it causes relaxation in our arteries, which can support healthy blood pressure and increase blood flow to the heart. And 2, it's been shown to alleviate tissue damage, which can prevent the heart from receiving enough oxygen. Bone health. With age, our bone density naturally decreases, making us susceptible to osteoporosis and fractures. This is especially true for women over 50 because of hormonal changes related to menopause, and that can swiftly break down bone tissue. Studies suggest that CBD has the capability to significantly improve the healing process of fractured bones. Osteoporosis, as we know, is a degenerative bone condition that dramatically increases the risk of fractures, primarily in the hips and the vertebrae in older people. The bones become weakened, and fractures can render you immobile or even on bed rest. So in the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research, a study was published stating CBD could help with general bone strength and bone strength and expediting and making you heal fast. So Another thing I talk about with my seniors is improving sleep, right? The older we get, the harder it is to get regular, good quality sleep. So with age, we have a tendency not to get enough deep sleep, which is when our brain cells restore themselves. That's when the body heals itself. So a cannabinoid called CBN, cannabinol, is a mildly psychoactive and sedating cannabinoid that was the first one to be isolated in the cannabis plant. CBD is also for processing alertness. The properties that CBD has helps us with being awake, but when taken earlier in the day, it's definitely shown to later affect our sleep time. It increases our sleep. For those struggling with stress, CBD has also shown to potentially reduce anxiety and emotional discomfort. So I think one of the most important things that I like to share about CBD and other cannabinoids is it's really important to know what you're getting. There are things to look for that you have to know about. All cannabinoids are not created equal. We want to think about quality, purity, efficacy. So some of the first things that I ask people when I start this education, I hear, well, I've tried CBD and it didn't work for me. So I'll ask these questions. What were you taking it for? Where did you get it? We want to make sure it's a reputable company. And you definitely want to know specifics. And I'm happy to share my favorites with you. I'm going to give you my information in just a minute. But another question you want to know is what was the serving size you were taking? How many milligrams were you taking each day? How long did you take it? I always encourage a 90-day plan. Everyone's homeostasis is different. It could take 3 hours, 3 days, 3 weeks, or even 3 months. So looking at this slide, and I used CBD as the example here, but what I want to know is that yes, it does read cannabidiol in the ingredient list. That it's okay to be mixed with an MCT like organic coconut oil, but we want to know that that's what it is, not some cheap oil. There may be some other high quality herbs and adaptogens in it, and that is fine. But again, what is the serving size, right? We don't want it measured in drops or percentages or volumes. We want to know how many milligrams we should be taking. There shouldn't be sweeteners. There shouldn't be any artificial or natural flavorings or colorings. No additives or preservatives. If we're trying to take something that's natural to help our health, let's keep it natural, right? So that's a little bit about CBD and other cannabinoids. And I want to thank you so much for taking the time today, allowing me to share this information with you and educate you. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to me. Here's my name, my email address, my phone number. I am always here to help if there's anything that I can do. And I just want to thank you so much for your time today.
Well, thank you, Perla. This was really great information. I mean, a lot of great science is finding a natural way, and I love that it won't interact with your medicines, that you know, there's some real proven proof here. And I like your 90-day plan proposition, because I think we're so much used to the drugs seeing a result right away, but this is about getting your body working for yourself.
And you know, Valerie, one thing I forgot to mention was, so this is a supplement, right? It's natural, it's food. And what's really cool about it, you know, with medications, sometimes you become, you know, it doesn't work. You have to take more medication and more of it and more of it, where cannabinoids are right the opposite. Once you get enough into your body and you hit that homeostasis, you can actually take less and less to stay in that state.
Wow. Wonderful information. Thank you again. And again, if anyone is interested in reaching out to Perla, she'd be happy to work with you. I love the information. Thank you so much for joining us on Navigate Home. This is wonderful to learn about.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Okay, bye.